Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will be looking at two very useful features of the ZAP application. One is the fuzzer. Fuzzer is similar to the intruder function we are getting in the Owasp-ZAP application. Now we are using the intruder function for brute forcing attack. What brute forcing a directory? Brute forcing looking form, brute forcing local file inclusion edition. But this function also available inside ZAP application. Here in the ZAP application, this function is known as anti-CSRF home edition. Let's get started with the lecture. And we looking at the first tool. I have already set my browser proxy to the ZAP application. Okay, and we will be using the damn vulnerable web application for testing the fuzzer tool. And you will be testing for file inclusion, local file inclusion. Okay, so you can see here link, and we will be testing this parameter for file inclusion. And refresh this page, go that we can get link inside the app. Okay, show me, click this DVWA vulnerabilities, and we go to this link. You can see our link here. We go to the page parameter and the value is include.php. So first this request, just right click and we will be find option fuzz. Click on the fuzz and you will see that the fuzzer pop-up box will be appear. Click on the remove and you will be selecting the page view on the brute force. Okay, so we will be brute forcing the value of the page. Okay, select this one and add. A new box will be pop up and it will ask for the payload. You can add payload using the test file. Okay, click on the add and type of the payload. Select file. Now you will get the option to select the file. Click on select and I will be selecting the file that is available on my desktop. That is LFI path to text. Okay, now you can also define what number of payload is you can do test. If you want to test all the payloads available inside the file, you can also do that. But if you want to test limited, then click on the limit and I will be testing only first 100. Okay, and click on the add. You can see our first parameter for the fuzzing has been set up and click on OK. You can see here are the location of the fuzzer has been added. Start the fuzz. Click on the start fuzzer. You will see the fuzzer app will be added here. And it will first for the 100 payloads. Now also to take the payloads which are successfully got executed. We have the size of the response. We are checking LFI. Why response size are ready. Okay. So here you can see we have different number of bytes size. So this is the command that is 3635 bytes. Let me click on that. Right click on that and click on open and resend. Press the enter. Then I will click on the send button. See here we are not getting any execution. Okay, so this payload is not getting executed. Let us look at the another request that is 4508 bytes. Let me select this one and I will again open resend with request editor and click on send. Okay, so you can see LFI location is successfully getting executed. You can see inside the response time. Okay, similarly you can find for another greater size request 5105. Again select this request and right click and resend request editor. Again click on send and you can see his request is also getting executed. So in this way we can use the fuzzer tool for brute forcing directories and other testing vulnerabilities which are related brute forcing attacks. Okay, now let us move on to the another function, that is CSRF POC function. If true of past function, now the CSRF POC function is only available for the post request in not putting it in the ZAP application, because for the GET request we can simply send the link and we can execute, or we can say that we can exploit the vulnerabilities. Third, for the post you can use the function none as anti-CSRF test form. Okay, let me go back to DBWA and we will be testing for stored accesses. Okay, I will be giving hello and the message test for CSRF POC. Okay, and I will click on the sign guest book. So I just find the request. You can see that a request is here inside the history tab. So this is the post request. Inside the post request, right click on this request. You will find the generate anti-CSRF test form. Okay, once you click it will automatically generate a folio. So this form you can save the form as an HTML form, also file. Right click on this page and click on view page source. You will find the HTML form. Go to select the HTML code and copy it. Close this one and you can also save this file by leafpad or notepad. Right click and paste it. You can change it here, the parameters. Okay, and you can save this form as an POC for CSRF, having it on desktop. Type csrf.html. Okay, just similar like we are right now. We are generating CSRF form inside the box. You find then we are used to copy the HTML code. So here is the code. You can simply double click on add and execute it. Here is the hey, and I will click on the submit, and let's look our CSRF form successfully get executed and the test for CSRF POC. So in this lecture we have looked at the intruder function of the bot suite, which is known as fuzzer in the ZAP application, and we have looked at the CSRF POC function, I which we can generate the CSRF POC using the ZAP application, which is only available in the Buff Suite Pro edition.